All new for 2024. Today, I'm gonna take my very first test drive in the Ford Ranger. And it's the SuperCrew 4x4 XLT. I'm excited to see what this truck has to offer. Let's get this test drive going. If you're interested in a Ranger, come check us out. We're at smailford.com. The exterior color of this Ford Ranger is Azure Gray Metallic, and it's really great. It has a very nice shine to it whenever the sunlight hits it. There's some metal flakes there in the paint, and actually this one has some pinstripes added to it for that extra touch of flair. Of course, the front of the vehicle, let's check that out for a second. We have those LED headlights, those accent running lights that are C-shaped in the front of the vehicle. Got a gigantic chrome Ford logo in the front with that black grille. Coming around the side, you'll notice that this has the 17-inch gray painted aluminum wheels. Of course, that FX4 package giving it off-road tires and upgraded suspension. The XLT logo denoted there on the side of the vehicle, and the FX4 logo in the back of the tailgate. This has a 3-year, 36,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 5-year, 60,000-mile powertrain, and a 5-year, 60,000-mile roadside assistance. It has the 2.3-liter EcoBoost engine and a 10-speed automatic transmission and a 128-inch wheelbase. These also have running boards that help you get up into the Ranger since it does come up a little bit higher. Coming around the back side of the Ranger, we have that Ranger logo stamped into the back of the tailgate. Looks really great. That Ford logo as well there. Getting into the tailgate pretty easily. You can put that down. You have a measuring guide down here, which is really nice. And obviously you have access to that tailgate. Looks like you have some of your power options over here. So back here you have a 12-volt and a 3-prong 120-volt house outlet. All right, let's go check out the back seats. Getting into the back seats, we have the cloth seats, which have the gray center part, the black tops with the gray stitching. Really blends together very nicely. Looks like this seat, actually, yes, it does have the ability to come all the way up. And we have some additional storage down there, which is really cool. If I just pull that and bring it back down, that's really neat. Let's go ahead and get in. Just take a look real quick. We have an easy step up there with the running board, armrest here with 2 cup holders, which is nice to have. We also have the ability down here to store some things. We got a little cubby here. We have a USB-C and a USB-A charger, as well as a 120 3-prong house outlet back here. But that's not all. A little bit of storage behind this seat here. Another option for these back seats, if I pull this lever, I can actually bring this down and this folds flat, so I have a different way to store things without getting the seats all dirty too. So that's really nice. Great features here in the back seat. Let's jump up front and then we'll get this thing on the road. So here we are in the front seats of the Ford Ranger for the first time. Looks like we have these cloth seats and they have a ribbing texture to them, which is grippier and nice. We have a lot of different textures on the front of the dashboard here, as well as this giant screen. Let's go ahead and start the vehicle up. As the vehicle starts up, you notice all the Ford logoing and digital displays lighting up. We have a large vertical screen over here to the right side. Let's just take a look at this real quick, because this is the first thing that's popping out to me. If we go to our home menu here, we have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto on this vehicle, which is really great. It allows you to send text messages, make phone calls, get directions, listen to your music. Whatever you'd be able to do on your phone that's compatible with your vehicle, you can do that there. Some other things that are on here, you have a towing option here, which will allow you to activate some of the trailer features, which are cool. You also have navigation here, looks like built in, and you have a sketch pad, so you have different apps that you can download on here and you can play different games and things like that, which is really nice. Down below that, we have our AC controls here, and hey, how about some heated seats in the front seats? That's awesome. We also have the physical tactile buttons there. Down below the AC settings, we have a wireless charger in here, as well as a USB-A and a USB-C charger down in there. Standard Ford shifter here, pretty easy to explain there. On the right side, we have 2 cup holders. We have our parking brake, our stability control, idle engine off button. So this button right here, whenever I press it, check out the screen. We have our off-roading capabilities here once I press that button. We have our trail control on the left-hand side. We have our rear locking differential on there. We have our PSI for our tires there, but it's up there. You'll be able to see some of your off-roading information as well. So down here we have our four-wheel drive modes. We have the 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low. We also have our drive modes. So whenever I turn this, it changes our drive mode. Up on the dashboard, you'll notice that it is a fully digital display. And whenever I turn those drive modes, you can actually see I go from normal to eco, sport, tow haul, slippery, mud ruts, and sand. So a lot of different drive modes in this, great for off-roading. We're gonna go ahead and test out the sport mode on the test drive. We have a nice black leather armrest with this gray stitching. When I open that up, tons of storage in there. You have a 12-volt charger as well. Steering wheel is a black leather with that gray stitching continuing throughout. On the left side, we have our lane keep assist and our cruise control settings. We have volume buttons as well as our push to talk button. That'll be to access your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and to get directions and all that great stuff, make phone calls. On the right side of the steering wheel, if I go into here, it's actually changing what's displayed up in front of me. You can do a whole bunch of really great stuff. So a lot of great features up there on the dashboard. Right now we're going to keep the safety features up there so that you can easily see them as we're testing them out. Up top we have sunglass holder. Down here we have the ability to open up the window behind our cameraman back there. That's really nice to have. All right, so a lot of great features on this truck. Let's go ahead and get this thing out on the road and test some of these out. Let's go ahead and get this up to speed. All right, and that's getting us up to speed pretty quickly there. I'm already where I need to be. I activated the lane keep assist on the steering wheel, and I know that it's active because there's 2 green lines on my dashboard on either side of my truck. So what I'm just going to do is inch over here to the right side of the lane, and all that's doing is taking my steering wheel and just keeping me within the lines of the road, right? It's actually alerting me right now because I had it go off twice to keep my hands on the steering wheel. So that's just a great way that, you know, Ford's looking out for you as you're driving. Maybe you're getting a little sleepy on the road, whatever the case is. This truck's just gonna kind of pinball you between the lines of the road whenever that lane keep assist is active. Right there. That's just an alert. I let it go a little bit longer this time, and it's just alerting me, hey, keep your hands on the steering wheel. Now I do have a vehicle coming up on my left-hand side. I want you to watch the mirror closely, because in the corner, there's actually a little light that's going to light up when somebody's in my blind spot. When I turn on my turn signal and somebody's in my blind spot, it's then flashing at me to alert me, hey, don't make that left-hand turn. There's somebody over there, you're gonna wreck. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and shift us down into sport mode. And instantaneously, I'm hearing that engine a lot more. I feel kind of thrown back in my seat a bit more as well. We'll try it out again whenever I do this U-turn. All right, let's test out the turning radius of this truck. And just like that, we stayed within the 2 lanes. Getting back up to speed, of course, you can hear that engine kicking in. We're already up to speed. So when I bring this drop-down menu up, you have a ton of different options here for your settings. You obviously have your driver's assistance features that you can turn on and off. One of the big things that this has is zone lighting. So if you're out camping, you can set certain lights on the exterior of your truck to light up, and the other side can be dark. Putting the vehicle into reverse, we're going to check out this backup camera. We obviously have projected lines, changing angle as I change the steering wheel angle, and we're able to get all the way back into a spot pretty easily here. Checking my surroundings, of course I have sensors. Looks like they're going off there as we get close to this Maverick behind us. Closer I get, the more they beep, the louder they are. If I need to see a wider view, I have that option. Also has a trailering hitch camera there. So as we're in reverse, and we are backing up, you notice that cross traffic monitoring telling us which direction a vehicle is coming behind us and just keeping us alert. Especially, this is great for grocery shopping. You know, you have a lot of people zipping by you. Just really great to have that backup camera looking out for you and telling you which direction a vehicle could be coming. So the new Ford Ranger, what a cool experience. If you guys have questions about it, leave them in the comment section below. I can always ask a professional salesman, or you come see us. We're right off Route 30 in Greensburg, or visit us online at smealford.com. Until next time, enjoy the ride.